You know we gotta talk shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so yeah, it is recording. We are live. What's up, dudes?
Going on, man.
What's up, guys? I'm gonna have you introduce yourself, starting from the top.
Start from the top. Everybody should know me. I'm HBR, High Ball Rob, the best second player in the world.
Okay, great. Next, you can give your handle. You know, Jordan, you can give your handle.
What?
You can go ahead and introduce yourself with your handle.
Oh, I'm Allocution. I just play Gen for fun. That's it.
All right, and Guy.
Please not this guy. I'm just a casual player. I suck. I'm trying to learn from these matches in this chat right here.
All right. And I'm Jay Winters, Enforcer, 23 on PSN and Steam. All right, guys, what's up, man? How y'all week been going?
Not so bad for me.
I'm over here watching Tekken matches on Twitch.
Tekken matches?
Yeah, I don't have no live, so.
Oh, that's real.
Quarantine got me watching Tekken matches.
Quarantine's been the hot topic right now, bro. Tekken's hurting in quarantine right now, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Competitive is like horrible.
All these online tournaments kind of weird, but you know.
Online tournaments, yeah. What's up with that, bro? Didn't you and Jordan just do an online tournament today?
I did.
Come on, Jordan, how you liked it?
It's just like playing regular online, man. It's not as fun as it could be. Not as fun as what you call it.
How'd you fare?
Huh?
How'd you fare in the tournament?
I did okay. If I would have won 2 more games, I would have been in top 16.
I heard a few of our guys from Louisiana join that tournament. Are they still in it, or you don't know? Didn't Dre go into that tournament too, or something like that, or is that the same tournament?
Yeah, he was in the same tournament. He lost his first round to Abstract, and then he lost to some lay player like 2 games later.
Oh snap! The unknown, man. Lay is one of those characters. He can catch you if you don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, Francisco knows who he is, and I played him before, and I think he's kind of like bad, but sometimes it'd be like that.
It's not bad. And you said you had played. What's the guy you played that's really good?
Glaciating.
Yeah. So Jordan, we can see your screen now.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up some Tekken.
Okay.
Yeah, he about to, Jordan about to mess the whole thing up.
Man, so look, first, I know we talked about this topic in the past on the test run, but let's talk about, I guess what we should talk about, let's talk about, the current state of Tekken, man. Let's talk about the current state, Season 3. How you guys feel about Season 3? How you feel about Season 3, Jordan?
I'm pretty 50-50 on Season 3, man. Like I don't like how big combos are. If I'm being honest, I feel like they do a lot of damage for no good reason. I feel like
the combos are too big. You think it takes away from the meta game?
Yeah, well, I feel like it makes Tekken to where it's like, okay, you get launched and then a couple of pokes and you lose. Like one counter hit from fucking mom.
Yeah, right. So not enough footsies and movement going on.
Oh yeah.
Like that's almost half health, and that's not even like max damage on that combo, and that's 2 points away from being half health.
Yeah, you say you're gonna get some 50.
Yeah, definitely.
What else you want to get?
So we're gonna go to Guy. What do you think about Season 3, Guy? As far as you playing all the sequels, you like it? You don't like it, or what?
Say you want to get 50.
I mean, I think they did what they had to do. Tekken's always been a hard game. So this is more user inviting. Rewarded for a launch or a punish. Like Tekken 5 and 6 was really hard. You can get that much.
Right.
Hard. But I think this is more, I guess because it was so bad in Tekken Tag the sales, that this is what they used to pump up the sales to make another Tekken. You know, there were 5 million plus, so they're doing something right.
Right.
And
right. As far as me for season 3, man, I kind of I'm indifferent about it. I'm looking at it. I know, like, I'm kind of with Jordan with the big damage. The combos it seems like everybody has big damage now. So even characters where you have to be creative to win. Now they can kind of wait on the launcher. You know what I mean? Characters as cool as Lay, as versatile as Lay Long, he can wait on a big launcher to get 72 damage. And to me, that kind of takes away from the play style a little bit. You know? What's up, Rob? Rob having a whole conversation. What's up, Rob?
Hey, what you say? My bad, son. I'm talking.
No, it's all good, bro. Thoughts on season 3, but that's fine.
Yeah.
This is my boy Rob, y'all. He's a star. You can't. Sometimes he gets people visiting him at home, and
I'm not. My bad. I'm not no star, man. What you say? What the question was?
No, we're just asking your thoughts on season 3. How do you feel about season 3?
I feel like they keep changing second every season. They got characters. They got characters that was good. That's not good. Like Katarina was, I think, was she good? Then got trash and then got back good. Was it?
She was okay. Then she got good, and then she went downhill when they took away a few of her moves. Down forward 1, got a little bit.
Good.
You know,
it's second. It's like second change every week. You never really know what you're getting.
So you're not a fan of that?
No, I'm not a fan of it. But if anybody know anything about me, they know I'm a top tier. I love playing top tiers.
Right.
I talked to Lil Mike about it. I talked to Rip about it, and I told him, I said, man, y'all know I play top tier, and they said I know. I don't. If I'm gonna play Tekken, I'm gonna give myself the best chance of winning. Right.
Right.
I'm gonna play the best characters. I'm not about to struggle and play like a low tier. Like y'all can have it. Anybody that want to do that, they can have it. I want to play a low tier character and struggle for a round. Go for it. And the best characters on the game.
Right. So you're saying that you're at this point, because they're changing so much in the seasons, whoever's top tier, that's who you're going with.
Yep.
Okay. No character loyalty, right?
No. I don't have no loyalty to no second character.
Oh man. I mean, hey, look, there's nothing wrong with it. You got a lot of people that's doing that, bro. I mean, some of the top players are like top of the top are doing that. And you're adapting to that style, like you know?
But here's the thing, though. All right, if you say you got loyalty to your character, they're gonna change your character every season. They might make them worse. So while you sitting up there one character, right? My character solid. They're gonna change them up and they're gonna make them worse. And it's gonna make you want to play with a different character.
Right. That's true. I like that, guys. So yeah, so season 3, that's all the thoughts on season 3. Now let me ask you, do you think, let's talking about season 3, what do you think about the new characters for season 3? Let's start with Jordan. Where do you see the direction of the characters? What do you think they're trying to do?
So I personally feel like in season 3 they're just trying some new shit. I like it for the most part. Like I just wish that, like, Leroy, he's a really cool character, but he came out super broken. And so I feel like I wouldn't have been mad about it if they wouldn't have came out and said that, hey, we've had these nerfs planned since before he was released, and then they nerfed him well after he won Evo Japan.
So you feel like they nerfed him because he won Evo, that's why they nerfed him.
Yeah, and so that tells me that whenever they released him, they knew exactly what they were fucking doing. They knew that they were releasing a ridiculously broken character, and they just did it for the sake of doing it. I feel something similar towards Fakamlam. I feel he's definitely my favorite new character in Tekken 7. I love the character, but I feel like they knew about some of the glitches that he came with, like his hit or his hurt box issues. And they knew about how broken his throw was whenever it came out, because it was a 14-frame window break instead of the regular Tekken 7 20-frame window break. And that would have, now the 14-frame, that would have been fine if they would have kept with the 15-frame window breaks from Tekken Tag 2 and previous Tekkens, because we'd be used to breaking throws at that, right?
Right.
Now, because Tekken 7 has a higher break window, I feel like we've allowed ourselves to get used to that, and now
exactly
14 frame break window, it just threw us all completely off.
Absolutely, it's like going back and playing Tekken Tag. We'll ask Rob about it next, because going back and play Tekken Tag, it's like a smaller window to break a grab. You may have an issue breaking grabs on Tekken Tag 2, jumping out the door again if you have to go back and play that game, right?
Yeah.
Because Tekken 7 still forgiving on breaking grabs.
I mean, I don't really care for the whole you press any button break, but I mean any high level players they're gonna do command throws anyway, so you're not gonna just run up and do a normal throw, you know what I mean? So you're gonna do a command throw so you really gotta break. Like if you play against me, I'm doing all command throws, so you really gotta break my throws. I'm not doing no normal throw.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like
so
they
Rob,
also
what do you think about I'm sorry, Jordan. Rob, what do you think about Leroy and Fakaram? What do you see? What was your thoughts on those characters? I know you loved Leroy when he came out. You made a big splash with him. How do you feel now?
I still feel like he good. I feel like they obviously like nerfed him into the ground to me, but I mean, after I don't feel like he needed the last nerf. I mean, I still feel like he top 10 because he got way too many good moves still to not be top 10. I feel like Fakaram is better than him. I feel like Fakaram, they say number 1. I don't think he's number 1. I think he's top 5 though.
Okay.
I'll put him in the top 3. I'll put him at number 3.
Right.
I'll put him at 3, but I mean he's strong as
hell.
hell.
We're gonna touch on that tier list too after this subject here, but that's a good point. You don't think he's top number 1? What about you, Guy? What do you think about the two characters as far as Leroy and Fakaram? What do you think they're headed in this direction? What do you think about that?
I think Leroy, he was so anticipated that they kind of rushed his design. I mean, his design is perfect, but the way he plays, I think they just kind of rushed it. And I think with Fakaram, they kind of made the way he moves, the way he plays, his combos. That's how Leroy was supposed to be.
Okay.
So I think they kind of backdoored that, and they got it right with Fakaram.
I see. You think they were looking for that perfect balance so he wouldn't come off as being broken?
Well, no, not broken. Just when you play the two characters, Leroy is really easy compared to Fakaram. Fakaram is somewhat easier, but he's more fun to play. And I think a lot of people were expecting Leroy to be more fun to play with all his stances, his hermit stances, his cancels, all that stuff he had going with him. And it wasn't like that.
Right.
So if he wasn't as good as he was when he came out, he probably wouldn't have played Leroy.
And with Leroy, that was the first time they had put Wing Chun in a fighting game to that degree. High profile, so it was anticipated, from the Ip Man series, Bruce Lee's master. I think he had to have a little bit of OP in him, but maybe you think they overdid it?
They knew he was broken when they released him. Because he was so hyped up when he came out, I think he did it on purpose, just to get everybody to buy the pass, to get everybody to play him. And then the tournament happened, 6 out of 8, and it's like, okay, now he's too broken. Let's nerf him back down so we don't mess the game up.
Right. I think they had a lot of people that bought Tekken 7 on the strength of Leroy, people that didn't really play Tekken as much anymore. I know one of my guys down the street. I knew him from he lived in the hood where I'm from. And what happened was he said, "Man, did you see that new character? He's so cool. He reminded me of George Clinton. I'm going to buy Tekken." So he bought him just on aesthetics alone. He's like, "Oh, that character." I guess his design is amazing. His design to me is way better than Fakaram's design. As far as aesthetically, he's aesthetically pleasing. Fakaram's a little bit more of an eyesore, but he does give you that sense of him being big and bad, but he's not nearly as sleekly designed as Leroy. But his fighting style may seem more interesting to some people. I also find that the variety, I think Leroy should have a little bit more variety. I think giving him one stance may have hurt him a little bit and making that stance a little bland. I guess they wanted to keep it simple, but they didn't give him enough variety in his stance. So I think that would have been more interesting with more of a variety in his stances and, giving you more cancels. His grabs, I think his grabs suck. It kind of goes back to what they were saying. Rob was talking about command grabs. I think every character should have a 1 and 2 break command grab. I don't think it's right that certain characters have, and that's a whole other subject, but I think that's part of where it's showing how they're trying to simplify the characters with these two new characters. They both only have a 1+2 break, I believe, right? I don't think Fakaram has a different throw. He only has a 1+2 break.
Yeah, he
So
only
does
has
Leroy.
1+2 command throw.
He has a 2 command throw?
No, he only has the 1+2 command throw.
Yeah, and so does Leroy, right? Leroy doesn't have any other breaks either.
Correct.
All right, so that's kind of where I'm at with it. But let's talk about it. So we're saying Rob mentioned earlier he thought Fakaram was top 3. Let's talk about our opinions, man, on a top 5. You know, it's something we want to hear from Jordan. You know, what's your top 5 in the game, Jordan? You're pure top 5, and we're not going to question it. We're just going to go along with it. You can give a reason behind certain characters if somebody has a question, but
And
what's
look,
your top 5?
go in order from 1 to 5.
Yeah.
All right. I have to think about that for just a sec, but I would probably say Steve, Zafina, Paul, Law, and Fakam Lam.
Okay, I mean that's a conscious list. I find I can see why. Anybody have a question? The why behind it? I have a question that nobody else does. Why do you think Zafina is number 2?
I think Zafina's number 2 because whenever she punishes you, you definitely feel it every time. Like, and she also moves like she's still in Tag 2 and not Tekken 7. So like,
Okay.
I also think
Kinda like Miguel.
I also think that it's broken that you can block in mana stance because let's see. I'm gonna pull something up real quick.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, we're gonna revisit it. I'm gonna get Rob's opinion on it too. Okay.
All right.
So Rob, what your top 5, Rob?
My top 5 in order. Number 1, Akuma.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm gonna go Steve at number 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Fakaram at number 3. I'm gonna go Safina at number 4, and see number 5 kind of hard because I want to put Leroy at 5. But I mean, it's
You
Fakaram,
want to? Something's stopping you. Something's stopping you, man.
I mean, I'm gonna put Leroy. I'm gonna put Leroy at number 5.
I like that. You put some thought into it. What about you, Guy?
I'm gonna put Law number 1.
Okay.
Steve at number 2.
Okay.
Devil Jin at number 3.
Devil Jan. Okay.
Zafina at number 4.
Zafina. Wow. Making everybody's list.
And then I'm gonna put Jin at number 5.
Jin. That's even more interesting. Anybody got any questions for him?
All right. What's your list, Darren?
He just said it. He just said it. You can run it back to him, Guy, if you want, just real quick, if you remember what you said. I know you put thought into it.
No, I said James. What's yours?
Oh, mine. Oh, I was just asking Guy again. I'm sorry, guys.
Nah.
I do have a question for Guy, though. Guy, why do you think Zafina is in that list? At number 4?
Yeah, I think just because she has the best movement in the game. As somebody with really good movement, it makes it hard already. So you give them a character with that kind of movement, it makes it harder.
Okay.
Her sidestep is really good. Her backdash is incredible. She has good range. She has good range on top of that. She punishes hard. She has really good pokes, and she can be played really, really safe. Almost
okay.
Almost a little like not quite like Steve, but kind of close to what Steve can do.
Let me ask y'all something, because like 1 through 5, like everybody's gonna throw all the top 10 characters out there. But 5 through 10, who y'all got 5 through 10? After y'all get past the Safinas, the Fakarams, the Akumas, all the Steves and all that, like 5 through 10, who y'all got?
Let's see. I'm gonna give my top 5, and we can kind of talk about that too. Now, as far as top 5 for me, I'm gonna have to go with number 1 being Steve. I put some thought into that. Steve, Leroy, Fakaram, And that's 3. Law and Zafina.
I can see that. I can see that.
You know, just on pure variety and just pure punishment. I'm looking at things like the punishment being played correctly and just not definitely on potential, because there's a lot of characters with potential and people won't play them. You know, when you think about somebody like I'm Musician, when you watch him play, it makes Yoshi look top tier. You know, you watching him play, you're like, man, how's he gonna even attack this guy? Like, who wants to fight it? You know, a lot of people don't realize the difficulty on approaching a matchup like that against a specialist. And, you know, the top 5 I gave, you don't have to be a specialist, I believe, in these characters. Maybe Law, at the least. A specialist, Law, can probably be held because he can punish anything and everything. Best while standing 4 in the game. And Leroy, I just find his versatility didn't go away. I find he still takes massive damage. I find like a smart player with fundamentals, but it's going to be hard to defend against Leroy still.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I feel like he's still top 5.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's my top 5. Now, y'all want to revisit that 5 through 10, or y'all want to go to the next subject? Well, Rob, you said you had a subject you want to talk about, huh? Or was it Jordan? How was that at the 5 through 10?
I got a little bit of something like why I think Zafina is top 5. And so for one, yeah, her movement. But 2, it's shit like this. So she can block in this stance. And
okay, let me take a look.
I got a juicy subject for everybody. I know this is gonna start a riot. I know it's gonna start a riot.
We don't want to start a riot too much.
Nah, we ain't gonna start one.
We want people to like it.
We you know this podcast is for keeping it real. That's what we do. We keep it real.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
So if we keeping it real, so look, let's do this. Let's do this, right? Let's do top 5 U.S. players.
Hold on 1 second, bro. I gotta talk to James. I'll ask James a question. You got Leroy number 2. I mean, you say he's real simple, but it's like he lacks a lot of stuff. His counter hit game is really strong, but his combo damage is really weak compared to everybody else that was named.
His combo damage is weak.
Wait. His combo. I'm about to ban guys, son.
No.
His combo damage is weak.
I said his counter when he gets a counter combo, it's not that much.
You gotta think he's a counter hit
combo.
So his counter hit moves are almost safe.
Yeah, a lot of
them is safe. So other people that have to get counter hits, like Kazuya, for instance, he'll get punished for doing a counter hit combo a counter hit move that gets blocked. Leroy, he can do back 1+2 and he's safe, 100% safe.
Yeah, but so is Paul. Look at the damage Paul gets when he does that.
But his move is a lot slower than Leroy's. Leroy's move comes out at 12 frames.
At 12 frames.
Paul's comes out at 14 to 15 frames. You talking about up back 2?
Up back 2, yeah.
Yeah, Leroy, that move that Leroy has, it's under the radar, I think, but people still know about it because I believe his back 1+2 should be at least negative 12 to 13. But it's still not. And it's still safe. You can still, mostly online, you can still kind of mash out as a panic button with it. Somebody's getting all in your face, you just hit back 1+2 and hope to hit with it. Then you're taking at least 55 damage or higher. That's a lot for a safe counter hit launcher. You know, and 12 frames.
12 frames. Okay, that's what I was asking.
That's kind of why.
You know, like when I play, I hit somebody with a counter hit. It doesn't jump up like everybody else. If you hit somebody else with a counter hit launcher, they lose massive damage, somewhere up in the mid 80s to upper 90s. Leroy is going to be the same as his combo damage.
Yeah, his combo damage is above. It's about average, but everybody's doing big damage in season 3, so his combos hurt. You know what I mean? His combos hurt. His wall Okuzumi is out of control. You know, it's crazy, man. He has safe.
I'm not sure what 3 is, but that's massive damage. He hits you with that counter hit.
Yeah. He still has a lot. He's really, really good. He still has a lot of hit confirms that he can do. So that's why I have him at number 2.
All right, just asking.
All right, no problem. Now, Rob, you were going to say it gets raw and real. What were you going to say? Oh, you said that's right. You
know, we got to start the controversies. I already know everybody's list is going to have some of the same people, but you're going to see some new people on there. You know what I'm saying? So I want who everybody thinks is the top 5 in the U.S.
In the U.S., it's so hard right now because I know TWT hasn't been happening for season 3, so I know it's almost like we're basing it off of season 2 almost.
No, we ain't gonna base it off TWT because, you know, I mean, we look at Jimmy J trying, like it was a year, I think, where every tournament he went to, he damn near either almost won, you know what I'm saying? Like, or got top 3, right? But he didn't go to a lot of tournaments that year. So if we
I
were
would
basing it
say
on
if we-
TWT, then we'll put everybody over him. But let's be real, like how many people you gonna put over Jimmy J? You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
it's true.
that's why when I say top 5, I'm talking about just in general, like solidness. Top 5, who y'all
I
got?
don't want to step on anybody's toes, but I mean, if you want to do that subject, we can. It's all good. I mean, our list will probably be very similar, like you said, though. You know, I guess I don't know, Jordan. You want to give your opinion on that?
Let's see. My top 5 U.S. players. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know a lot of U.S. players.
You can always say your favorite
I
player.
say-
You may not have a lot of.
You know all the U.S. players. He lying.
I know like 15 at most. I'd say Anakin, Jimmy, Shadow, Spirogen, Total Core.
Okay,
Oh, I like that list.
I was thinking about it in my head, but yeah, you said okay. Rob,
Let me see. Obviously, I'm gonna go Anakin, Jimmy.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Speed Kicks.
Okay,
I do Shadow,
okay,
and I do Glaciating at the end.
okay.
You think Glaciating's top 5?
Yeah, I think like I think he's top 5 though.
Okay,
All right.
cool. I mean, hey, it's
Oh
only
wait,
opinion, guys. So don't
wait,
take
hold on, wait. Let me elaborate because I don't want that shit to get taken like, oh, how the fuck is he top 5? Like he ain't go to nowhere near as many tournaments as a lot of other players. But
Yeah.
if you put him in a tournament with a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like you put him in all these tournaments, like I feel like he'll do just as good. So there's a lot of these
You
other
like
top
his
players.
style? You think he's very effective the way he
Yeah.
plays? Okay, that's
So,
fair. You know, we all have. What about you? What about you, Guy? You have an opinion on that, or are you?
Yeah, my list is pretty similar to Hot Boy Rob's. It's Anakin. I'm gonna go with Jimmy J number 2.
Okay.
Shadow at number 3. Speed Kick at number 4. And I'm gonna go with Little Maja at number 5.
Okay. Pretty strong players. You know, so many strong players, man. It's some people being left off. Like I said, it's nothing personal, just business, just opinions. I guess if I have to give a top 5, one of my favorite players to watch, of course, in top 5 to me is going to be Jimmy J, Mr. Naps, pretty much. I'm gonna go with Joey Fury, Anakin, Cuddle Core, and Speed Kicks.
I think Speed Kicks on everybody's list.
Oh shit! What happened?
So we are. So yeah, I mean, you know, I think that's a pretty decent list. I don't really have questions for anybody's list. Anybody got questions for anybody's list, or want to know why, or what they thought, or?
Nah, because honestly, everybody that named everybody could be on anybody's list.
Okay, very
You feel
true.
me? So it's like they all solid players, and they even
Very
got
much
people
so.
that could have been on the list too.
Yeah.
That wasn't on the list.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's hard to do the top 5.
I was definitely thinking about Cuddle Core and Fighting GM, but I
Yeah,
guess I just went off of what I saw for tournament.
I'll
How
put GM in the top 10.
Yeah, those
I'll put
players
him in
have
the top
proven
10.
themselves quite a bit, man, as far as being able to play under pressure, and a lot of players have proven. I mean, Tekken's so accessible now. Not necessarily the game, but just the game is accessible, but also just the resources are accessible to everybody now.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a lot of potential from a lot of players now. They got I wouldn't doubt there's players that we never heard of that's really, really good right now. Just amazingly good at the game. It's gained so much popularity right now.
So James, Jay Winters,
What's up?
one of your main characters is Brian.
Uh-huh.
So I was practicing with Akuma, and
Right.
I was playing against Brian, right? So he did it. What is it? The hatchet kick or what is that low he got? It's like
Down back 3?
Not down back 3. It's the other one.
Oh,
It's
go back 3. Yes.
yeah. So I think what is that, -13?
-13, I believe. Minus
So
13. Yeah, it's not -13.
Akuma gets a free down 2 into fireball, back 1, full wall combo into Raging Demon. So you could damn near kill him for doing it.
Absolutely. You get to pick that. So you have to pick that move accordingly. Against Akuma, why I mentioned down back 3? That'd probably be the only low, unless my opponent doesn't should punish it. I'll take the risk. I mean, hatchet kick is fast, so it's going to be something you have to guess on blocking to a degree. You know what I mean? But down back 3 will be a lot safer for him to try to whiff down jab or down 2.
I mean, I said that to say like everybody like I didn't see Akuma in nobody's top 5. I know Akuma got some loopholes, but it's not really a lot of loopholes. And if you play Akuma a certain way, you're not really about to beat a lot of Akuma players. Just keep I'm talking about high level Akuma players. You're not about to beat
high level. It's hard to
keep
think
it real.
Like
you would get ran over by a solid Akuma player.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like ain't no hop kicks, none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
You can't even hop kick Akuma without getting lunched.
Absolutely. If he has meter though.
But his meter go up fast.
They slowed it down a little bit. That's one of the things that kind of rubbed me the wrong way with him. Let me ask you, Jordan, how do you fare? We're gonna start. Let's talk about Akuma a little bit. Jordan, how do you fare against fighting against Akuma?
What's that?
How do you fare against fighting against the average Akuma?
I think the average Akuma is fucking trash, if I'm being honest.
Okay, let's not say the average. I mean, you're probably absolutely right. I guess that's not a good example.
So let's
you
go
ever fought a higher level Akuma that made you say, "Damn"?
You might have a basic Akuma, then you got like people like Isaiah, right? So we'll do him because you got people that know way more than him.
Yeah.
So he played against Isaiah Akuma too. So like, what you think?
Yeah. So I think Akuma as a character just straight up doesn't belong in Tekken, for one. But
right, we know that.
I feel like
he definitely don't belong in Tekken. He don't play by the rules, man.
I feel like dealing with him is especially hard in Tekken because Tekken characters don't have the built-in means to deal with 2D stuff the way that other 2D characters can deal with 2D stuff. So like, so like Geese and Eliza, I feel like have good anti-air stuff for Akuma because they're 2D characters, but also Akuma has it. But I feel like dealing with Akuma with somebody like Jin or any other actual Tekken character, you got to work a little bit harder, and you have to know some like jank shit because dealing with his 2D stuff, like it just makes it awkward for your character. So I feel like you have to. So I feel like whenever you're playing against Akuma, you're not playing Tekken. You're just playing anti-Akuma. And
that's right. You brought that up. That's a good thing. Anti-Akuma. You're playing your anti-Akuma game. At one time, we used to have to play that game with Eddie Gordo too.
Yeah.
At one time, when you play against very unique characters, like when Eddie's still good, but I'm not trying to switch subjects, but as a Tekken character, at one time Eddie was a little bit better than what he is now. But you had to fight Eddie. He gave a lot of people specific issues, and you had to fight Eddie in a specific way. You couldn't fight Eddie like I'm fighting Jin or like I'm fighting Paul. You had to fight Eddie a specific way. Otherwise, he would crush you. And that was the biggest. To me, that was before Akuma and all that. That was the biggest cry out I heard from the Tekken community. I hate fighting Eddie. I can't fight Eddie. Blah blah blah. Of course, it was a matchup problem. So let me ask you. That brings me to say this: do you think the winner against Akuma it's a matchup problem, or he's just too powerful? I'm talking about the high level I'm talking about.
I feel like it's a huge mix of both because I mean he can death combo you from a 10-frame punish. So that's obviously unbalanced, but it has execution barriers so it's not super unbalanced, but it is. And I also know that like if he fucks up, then he gets launched and he gets killed. But nobody has the same, except for Geese. Nobody really has the same damage potential that Akuma has from a regular punish.
Okay.
That's how I feel about it. And I also feel like just his... I feel like with all the nerfs that they've done, they're nerfing his Tekken tools and not nerfing his 2D tools. Like his forward 4-4 that they nerfed. I feel like that nerf was really unnecessary. I feel like I feel like a lot of nerfs that Akuma has been given is completely unnecessary. Because
that was kind of weird. That they made it do the same thing as the normal hit move.
Yeah, I feel like get rid of his dig jab combo and get rid of his jab combo, and we're good. Honestly,
that's all you gotta do. So basically, they're nerfing the wrong stuff.
Yeah, I feel like they've been nerfing his Tekken tools, and they're making Akuma players work harder to get the exact same result that they can still get. And I feel like they should take away some. I feel like they should take away some of the ridiculous options that he has instead of making them work ridiculously hard to be able to still do the same thing.
Right.
So we're not going to ignore the fact that they nerfed the shit out of Geese in season 2, and they left Akuma completely alone. Like they took Geese down one into combo, and they left Akuma down one into combo. How you like? That don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, they give Geese like a stronger combo setup, but I mean,
Geese got some pretty strong
combos. They nerfed his down 4-1. They nerfed a lot of stuff.
So how do you feel about fighting Akuma, Rob? You mentioned how strong he is.
I mean, I play against a lot of high-level Akuma players. Like a lot of them on my friends list. Obviously, I play against Isaiah too. And like Jordan said, I feel like the character shouldn't be in the game. That's one. So once we get past the fact that he is in the game, he got a bunch of shit that just got to be addressed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just got to. If you're gonna tone Leroy down, you're gonna nerf him 3 times, but you're gonna leave Akuma alone like that. No, that don't make sense. Let's be real. I mean, even though Leroy was a strong character when he came out, he was a Tekken character, which means all his moves was Tekken related. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Akuma is a 2D character. Right. He could throw fireballs and stand back there and do his with that charge unblockable shit where you try to come in and he could do that all day just to space you out. And if you come in, you're gonna get launched. That shit garbage. Like,
all right. So what about you, Guy? How do you feel about fighting Akuma? I mean, I don't think you like it either.
You know, like a lot of it is matchup. Knows that once you see him jump, you just jab out the demon flip mix-ups and you sidestep the fireballs. He don't seem. He has the low jab into the combo.
Right.
He's taking big risks with everything else. That's why I don't have him like in my top 10, because if he does his main low is a
top 10. Or you top 5?
My top 5. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because his main move is a sweep, which is launch punishable. That's his main.
Right.
One of his main moves. You can duck in between his combo once you know it, and his meter goes that flow. And they took away his counter hit launcher. So I mean.
So you think he's definitely been nerfed?
He's definitely been nerfed. The tool that he has is completely different from the way a person plays him. Super Akuma is a specialist, so of course he's going to dominate playing with Akuma because that's the person he's been training with. But the tools that Akuma has, I don't think is that big of a deal.
Okay. Well, that's good. Okay. I mean, my take on it is, man, I think Akuma is still strong. I find that he can still be played cheap with execution. And I think it's definitely matchup heavy. You have to have a strong matchup knowledge against Akuma to fight him. I haven't played any Akumas really that lately. I mean, at first, when he first came out, it was rough. But doing more matchup testing, it's harder. I haven't played. We should have asked, when we went to TIT or KIT, Rob, we should have asked Arson Ash to whip our ass with Akuma.
Mm-hmm. I never, it's crazy. I never seen him use Akuma. I know you probably can, but I never seen him even pick the character. What they was online, offline. I just never seen him pick.
He's never picked Akuma?
I never seen him pick him. But like I said, I'm pretty sure you can know how to use him. But I just never seen him ever pick, like, I ain't never seen him pick Akuma, so I don't know.
I think it's hard to determine. For me, it's hard to determine. If I don't get to fight the maximum style of Akuma, it's hard for me to determine how strong he truly is. I know he can take your whole life more. I know that. But I believe in the game plan against him, but he's definitely been nerfed, I find. And like Jordan was saying, I think they nerfed some of the wrong things. But, you know, taking away that jab, if they take away that one move, jab into DP, that wouldn't destroy him, but that would bring him down a tier list dramatically. If they took the jab, the low jab or the high jab into DP away from Akuma as a punish, he would drop down to about a mid tier.
Yeah.
Because now he can't punish you like he was.
Yeah.
You know, now he's like, so that move's strong, but he has to have meter to complete it. You know, that's the only thing. But yeah, he's definitely still up there. I think he's still good. What else we got, guys? Anybody else got another subject they want to talk about? I mean, we got a few more minutes before. Has it been, Jordan? Can you see how long it's been?
I know we started at like 5:25-ish. So
yeah. So we still got some minutes.
yeah.
I mean, I have more subjects I want to talk about, but anything you got, Jordan or Rob?
Let's talk about Tekken 8, right?
Actually, hold on. I kind of want to talk about like wall bounces and shit because I think those are stupid.
Okay, wall bounces. I know you also hate rage drive. That's another thing. So let's talk about wall bounces. So you don't like wall bounces?
No, I don't. I think they're stupid and they should have never been implemented. So like, I only feel like that because of the same thing that I mentioned earlier with combos and like how much damage they do. So like just for example, so Jin's forward 4-2 and his down 1 do the same damage. They do 24 damage each.
Right.
So from forward 4-2, max damage I get is 56 damage from a wall combo. That's the max damage I can get, right?
Right. I can see it.
I got 69 damage from down 1 because it's a wall bounce. And I'm not even sure if that's maximum damage. I'm pretty sure I can squeeze a little bit more in. So that's at least...
You can get some good damage from that.
Yeah, so that... And plus there's way more damaging wall bounces. Like... That's almost
wall
half
bounce is
health.
safe, right?
That's half health from a 14-frame punish right there, is what that is.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like that's pretty unnecessary.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So you don't like wall bounces. Rob, do you even use wall bounces? I don't think Rob uses wall bounces.
Oh,
I love wall bounces. I love wall bounces, man. Like, you just gotta take everything that Tekken 7 got to offer, man.
Huh?
I said you just gotta take advantage of everything that Tekken 7 got to offer. They're gonna give you wall bounces, like you gotta take all that.
Oh, yeah. What about you, Guy? What you think about wall bounces? You like using wall bounces?
I do. Some characters, I do like them. Some characters benefit from it a lot more than other characters.
Right.
Like Asuka.
Oh yeah, she got a pretty cool.
Hers is, I can't lie, hers is real good. It's amazing.
Safe, huh?
Yeah, it's safe. You can duck it,
safe.
though. You can duck it. That's the only
Bro,
thing.
what's the move for the shoulder?
But you know, like somebody like Fangs is a mid safe, so you can't duck it. You just gotta take it.
Right.
Like somebody like Paul is. You hardly ever hit nobody with Paul because it's so slow. But if he does hit you with it, you about to lose a lot of damage off of it. So they did
probably get somebody his low crushes, right?
Yeah, it goes over the top of lows.
So you like jab? You can punt it. You can pretty much pressure somebody in the corner and hope they try to low jab you out of it. And then you can do a forward one and bam.
But if it jumps, you can just jab them out of it too. You know, if you see it, you just jab out of it.
Okay. All right. I mean, I don't care. I'm indifferent. I love everything about the game. I'm biased. I play, whatever I can use. I'm not a person that hate. The only thing I hated was rage art. I wasn't a fan of rage art. I was not a fan of rage art. Rage drives was cool, but rage art to me, it made it too Street Fighter like. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind not seeing that make it in Tekken 8.
I wouldn't mind the rage art if it was a command instead of just a button.
Yeah, that too.
It doesn't seem fair. You got somebody pinned down. You hit them with the move, and they can still rage art you. I think you
I
just.
mean, he's at negative 23 and he does rage art to get out of it to win.
Yeah.
He should never be able to do that. Like, and that's where, you know, that's where it brings us to another subject. That's where people think Tekken Tag Tournament 2 was the last real Tekken game. How y'all feel about that? How you feel about that, Jordan? Now you play Tag 2?
What's that?
You played Tag 2?
I played it a little bit, but I'm not competitive.
A lot of people are saying that Tag 2 was the last real Tekken game.
I think Tekken 5 DR was the last real Tekken game.
Okay.
Yep, I could see that.
Because, like, so
Tekken 5 DR? Tekken 5 DR. That's interesting. I mean, I like Tekken 5 DR. I think what they're saying is Tekken Tag 2 still kept a lot of the mechanics from every Tekken that they had, besides, of course, Tag Crash. But everything else was there, you know. Rage mode was like it was in all the other Tekkens. They didn't have any comeback mechanics, any easy comeback mechanics. A lot of the moves still worked the way they would work in Tekken 6 or Tekken 5. I don't know. I played Tag 2 a lot. I would say it was a little bit harder to play Tag 2 than Tekken 7. I would say it was a harder game to play.
Let me ask y'all something. So would y'all want another season of Tekken 7 or would y'all want to just go straight to Tekken 8?
8. I want Tekken 8.
Tekken 8?
Yeah.
So let me ask you, so y'all don't want another tag game then?
I don't.
Okay.
I mean, because like you gotta think, like what Tekken is today with rage drives, all this other shit. Like
that'd be crazy, right?
Just imagine a Tekken Tag 2 game. Like you talking about taking hell like the whole life ball. Man, if you make a Tekken Tag 2 right now, or like a Tekken Tag or whatever, like the new one, I'm already knowing I'm gonna take your whole life ball.
2 rage drives.
They gonna nerf the game every fucking week. Like they're gonna have people complaining every week about something being too strong or something like that. So I don't feel like they're gonna do another Tekken Tag, but they might. I don't see it though.
So you want Tekken 8? Season 4.
I want Tekken 8 if I could have certain characters back and the game could go a certain way, like Bake or something like that. Yeah, I'd go for another new season. But I know they're not gonna do that. They're gonna bring back some bullshit ass characters like Roger Jr. or something like that. So Tekken 8. If you're gonna do some stupid shit like bring back Roger Jr., Dr. B, Tekken 8. You heard me? Like go on, bring Tekken 8 out.
Okay,
We need a more season.
What about Jordan? You said you want Tekken 8 also, huh?
Yeah.
What about you, Guy? You want to see a Tekken 8? I know Tekken 7. I don't know if everybody's exceeded their performance, but
I think it's like Rob said. It depends on what characters they bring back. For example, they bring back a Japanchi, which I think will be coming back, and maybe Kunimitsu. That'd be kind of interesting to see. But overall, I'd rather a Tekken 8.
The Tekken 8 at this point, I would rather. I would like to see a full revision balance patch for Tekken 7 on with a season 4 because I want it to go out. I don't want it to go out with a negative vibe. Like there's a lot of negativity going on with Tekken 7 right now. People that's so mixed up about I like season 1 better than season 4, season 3. I want to see him perfect, be hard at work with balance, and do like they have Fated Retribution. Do something like that, like the Final Countdown or something. Tekken 7 or Final.
But you know why you like season 1 because season 1 was it had different vibes.
Yeah.
You'll see Dragunov. You know what I'm saying? You'll see Alyssa. You'll see all kinds of different people in the top 8. You know what I'm saying? And then like season 2 came, that's when you started to see the switch where you'll see a lot of like Akuma, Geese. You know what I'm saying? You started to see, like certain characters in top 8.
The top
now, like, a whole top 8, you might see like a Bakaram, Leroy, like, or you'll see Akuma, like you'll see certain characters. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's a switch. You know what I'm saying? It's like a switch over to like all the best characters.
It's like they're making the newer characters the best characters.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I think it's because of the popularity of the game. Akuma's always, even before the game came to console, Akuma was always that strong. People just never paid attention to him. You remember the
He plays
crying
stronger.
Brian, the guy took the whole life bar. I mean, we should have all known then, like, something's not right. This dude just took a whole life bar off this guy. He was losing and made one mistake, lost a whole life bar. But nobody even paid attention. It wasn't until after that when I guess Ortiz Buff and Super Akumas really started playing him and started winning tournaments with him. Then they started nerfing him.
Right.
For the popularity game, everybody was playing Paul, so he got nerfed. Everybody was playing Dragunov, so he got nerfed. Everybody was playing Jack, he got nerfed. So it's just a popularity game that makes them nerf the characters.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see them. I can see them doing a season 4 and trying to balance it more. I really want them to, like I said, I want them to do an overhaul, kind of like they did with season where they added new moves and whatnot. I want to see that and make that the final season for sure. I'll call it the final season, and really put real work into it. You know what I mean? I would like to see that, man. That's my big thing. I like to see them do like a. I mean, I don't even know if I want to see more characters. I mean, should you bring Big back now? Should you bring? I mean, you're not bringing Bruce back. He's gone. Bakaram's here. Should you bring June back or what's the other character, Jinpachi? You know, I say do season 4. Basically not a remake, but I think Tekken 8 is going to take some time to get where they want to do it, to make it next generation. So I think go out with a bang on season 4, final season, Tekken 7, and work your ass off to make it good. You know, have the real balancing team, have Nobi and his team show up to test things like they used to. You know, even if you got to release it in the arcade first. Even if you have to release it in the arcade first to get a test play, and then bring it to home console, even if it's not an update and it's an update on the next generation console. I mean, I could see it across all of them, but let's get a full revamp of Tekken 7. And, you know, it's going to seem like it's a new Tekken, but I think that can make it more interesting and go out with a more positive vibe. So that's my thoughts on it. All right, guys. So we got a few more minutes. Anything anybody else want to talk about right now?
I mean, we could take these subjects and go on forever. You know what I mean? So
definitely. That's what the next content is based for.
we definitely gotta save some more content for this is our first episode we did.
Yeah.
So like, just a little bit talking more. So I feel like this is a good episode for like bringing a bunch of subjects that we can talk about up.
Right.
And I think we should take some of these topics and then like go way more in depth with them on future episodes, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So one last thing that I want to say regarding combo damage, it's like I feel like we should take away screws, like none of that shit, no bounds or anything.
So you don't want any extenders.
Yeah, so like I feel like we don't need them, really. I feel like combos.
One time they didn't have them.
Yeah, I feel like combos are really cool without them. Like keep the same combo scaling that we have. Keep most of the combos and stuff that we have now, and the way the floating works. Just take away screws and bounds. So like, for example, this is Heihachi's standard electric combo, right?
I'm watching it, but it's coming in a little choppy.
Yeah, so like that's 92 damage. Now, if we take away screws, one of the best combos that I've found so far is this. Oh, shit.
Man, this man doing combos and shit on the live podcast.
On live podcast.
Yeah, so like, I feel like
I get the point. I get the point.
I feel like that would nerf combos
are too long.
Yeah, I feel like that would nerf combos enough to where, like, it wouldn't take away from a big chunk of damage that they would do, because that's only, I think, a 10 damage difference that I just did, or something similar to that.
I think the reason why they have that is because with catering, there's Tekken heads, and there's new people, and then there's casual players.
Yeah.
And the biggest damage, just like anything else, people like to see big points in games. They like to see the big hits, the big damage. You take that away, and a lot of the casual and the new people who y'all trying to bring in, because Tekken Tag number is so trash, may not be playing Tekken 7, and you might not even have a discussion for Tekken 8. What you could do, maybe add more life type bar, and the combo is the same. But you have to bring in new characters. You have to bring in characters and new people to play so you can keep the game and franchise successful. I mean, over 5 million sales, that's incredible compared to it not almost being made.
Right.
I mean, I don't entirely disagree with that, but the thing about it is they still have to learn how to do combos and stuff. Like nobody's gonna be able to pick up the game and do that shit. Or
yeah, I know what you mean. And combos actually the reason the combos are they're not as long as they used to be. I guess Tekken Tag 2 had the ultra long combos, but combos are now considered exciting.
Yes, right.
They're considered exciting because of the explosiveness of a combo. You can see a comeback really quick. Not to mention you have rage guard and rage drop to accompany that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're looking more at what's the spectator is looking at. Oh, look at this awesome combo he just did with Steve. Oh my God, So people are looking at that. We're looking
it's the wow factor
more, but I see it can go both ways. But I think the Namco team, Namco is going more for combos and not just any combo. I think they're looking for easier ways to get damage with combos.
That's right. Even if you know somebody matches out rage arts, I think we all know that the first thing we do instead of being on offense is we go on the defense, waiting for the rage art. Go on the defense. Now we're susceptible to mix-ups, and before we know it, like damn, he got 2 mix-ups on it. I'm almost dead now because I had to hit the brakes on my offense, so I don't get hit with a random rage art to switch to complete tie. So it does both. It does it physically and mentally. It changed the tie, which I think is what they're going for. So
absolutely,
beginners can feel like they still have a way out and not just get ran over. Because if you didn't have rage arts, these pro players and legacy players would just run over all the new people who just started playing.
They would have to learn.
They would lose interest and they wouldn't want to play anymore.
Here's the thing, though. Like whenever you do that, all the players have access to it, right? It's not giving the lower players a better chance. It's giving the better players more tools to fuck you up with. Is how I look at it. So so check this out. So comebacks are supposed to be really hard, Joe. So if I have rage, oh shit. So I fucked up the walk combo. So that's almost your entire health bar right there. You have 170 life. I did 111. Max I can get is 113 off of that.
Right.
So, that's a counter hit jab. That's not just a regular. That's not a rage art or anything. Max damage you can do with your rage art is 80 damage. But with something like this, a counter hit jab, that's not hard to do at all.
Yeah, but look,
So
I mean that's just a state. That's just a state that Tekken 7 is in, man. Like you could take niggas whole
That's
life.
where it's at, guys.
That's how it go.
Yeah, I guess I'm thinking like how many times. I'm not gonna say no names, but we all know who he is. That hey, I got his back to the wall, and boom, he hits me with a random rage art that takes off half of my bar, and I'm on the defensive now. I get launched again, I'm dead.
Rob loves doing that.
You know, they got people who do that. If you're a good player,
it's true. People just, hey, we think that's a crazy fact.
Hey, hold up.
I ain't saying no names, bro. I ain't saying no names, but we know who it is. I ain't saying no names.
Hold up.
Look at Low High.
No, man, y'all not about to play on me tomorrow. So would I be mashing rage arts? Man, y'all lying, man.
No.
Talking about you.
Strategically. I mean, shout out to Quest. He's one of the main people that match on the rage art.
I wasn't trying to fight anything, but it happens.
People do that, and it's a strategy. It's involved. Low High.
I mean, I play Paul.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I play Paul and Oscar, and both of them benefit big time from rage arts. I mean, they taking massive damage.
I can see Paul because
it's just a casual player still have a way out.
Cancel rage art. Cancel. Yeah, rage arts, man. It's one of those things where you're gonna use it, like Rob said earlier, is in the game. You want to exploit whatever's in the game, guys. but I got a few subjects, and I mean, this has been a great podcast. I think we got a few more subjects. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty more, get a little bit more raw. And I think has anybody got any closing statements or anything else they want to say?
I mean, this like I said, this been our first podcast, so we're
Yeah.
gonna do them once a week, and
Yeah.
we're gonna keep them going. The next one, we're gonna try to keep them in between like an hour to 2 hour range. We try to
Okay.
discuss everything that we can discuss in that time frame.
Right.
Like James said, the next one we're gonna get more in depth and we're gonna get way more raw with like a lot of other stuff we're gonna be talking about.
Definitely. It's our first one.
But yeah,
guys, check us out, man. Check us out. LA Tekken, we out here. It's been great, man. Rob just left. I don't know where he went. What's up, Rob? Where you at?
Man, it's been real. It's a good topics, man.
Okay. Good topics, man. So, Jordan, you gonna sign us off?
What?
You gonna sign us off?
I still didn't hear what you said. What?
What you said?
Are you gonna sign us off?
Oh,
I think God just signed off. We're signing off, huh?
Oh yeah. All right, man. I'm gonna holler.
We're gonna holler, man, and I appreciate the invite. We're gonna keep it rolling.
absolutely, man.
All right, bro. Good stuff.
All right, peace, everybody.
Later.
How do I end this time?
Where the money at? Where is the money?
I end this. I'll have to edit this shit. I'll figure it out.